In this video, we'll answer some of the most common questions about an international driving permit, so you have everything you need to know for your next trip. We'll cover the types of IDPs, the information contained in the booklet, how long it's valid, its limitations, how to get one, and some of the most common misconceptions. What is an international driving permit? Simply put, it's an official translation of the information on your driver's license into 10 or more languages, including Spanish, Russian, French, Chinese, German, Arabic, Italian, Swedish, Portuguese, and English. The IDP booklet is the result of two international road traffic conventions held in 1949 and 1968. Today, over 150 countries recognize the international driving permit, and the booklet itself is regulated under United Nations agreements. Here's something you may not know. There are two types of international driving permits, one that follows the 1949 convention format and another that follows the 1968 convention format. Why does this matter? Although the information in both IDPs is the same, some countries have strict rules about which format they accept. The United States, for example, only recognizes IDPs that follow the 1949 format. That's why, before getting an IDP, it's important to confirm which format is recognized in the country you plan to visit. What information does an international driving permit contain? An IDP includes your personal information, such as your name, birthplace, and place of residence. It also lists the vehicle categories you're allowed to drive, any restrictions, such as requirements for corrective lenses, and any disqualifications or countries where the IDP may not be valid. It also states the permit's validity period, which typically ranges from 1 to 3 years, depending on the issuing authority. You might be asking yourself, isn't my driver's license enough? In some countries, yes. Most European countries allow foreign drivers to use their national licenses for up to 1 year. And if you hold a European driver's license, you generally do not need an IDP to drive within Europe. Countries in Asia and certain states in the US may have similar provisions. However, because regulations vary by country, it's always important to check how long your license is valid abroad. Here's an important thing to remember. Even if you're legally allowed to drive using only your driver's license, carrying an international driving permit is still a good idea. Many car rental companies won't rent vehicles to foreign drivers without an IDP, and you may also encounter issues with car insurance coverage. If your driver's license is written in a non-Roman alphabet, such as Arabic or Hindi, an IDP is strongly recommended and often required. When it comes to IDPs, it's better to have one and not need it than to need one and not have it. How do you get an international driving permit? You can obtain an IDP through the agency that issues driver's licenses in your country. In some cases, governments authorize 1 or 2 organizations to issue the booklet. If you apply online, you typically only need a copy of your driver's license and passport-sized photos. Ideally, you should get your IDP before traveling abroad. But what if you realize you need one after you've already arrived in another country? You generally have 2 options. First, you can contact the licensing authority in your home country. This may involve applying online or by email. While many agencies offer this option, you should consider the time and cost involved. International shipping can be expensive, and delivery may take days or even weeks. Second, you can apply through third-party organizations. Some non-government organizations offer online IDP applications with worldwide shipping. One advantage of applying online is that you may receive a digital version of your IDP instantly. Some governments, including Greece, accept digital IDPs. But what if you lose your international driving permit? You're not alone. According to surveys, up to 10% of travelers lose important documents, such as licenses or passports during their trips. If this happens, the first step is to contact the agency that issued your IDP. In most cases, you'll only need to provide your license number and personal details, and they can reissue the booklet and send it to you. Another helpful solution is having a digital version saved on your phone. That way, even if you lose the physical booklet, you still have access to a copy. If your stay is short and you don't have time to process an IDP, you may choose to rely on public transportation or hire a driver instead of driving yourself. Now that we've covered the facts, let's address a few common myths. One of the most common myths is that an IDP is an unnecessary document. Some claim that they've never needed an IDP and therefore assume an IDP is not required. Here's the truth. The International Driver's Permit is a result of agreements made between more than 150 countries at international road traffic conventions. These conventions set out guidelines on IDPs, their validity, format, driver qualifications, and restrictions. An IDP is a real booklet recognized worldwide. Another misconception is that an IDP gives you additional privileges when driving abroad. Remember, an IDP only translates the information on your license. It does not change anything. In fact, if your license is revoked or suspended, your IDP automatically becomes invalid. Your IDP is only valid when presented with your valid driver's license. So if you're planning to drive abroad, remember these points. 1. An IDP is recognized in over 150 countries. 2. There are 2 types of IDPs. 3. You need to process one before traveling. 4. You can process an IDP online. 5. It is only valid with your driver's license. 6. Car rental companies often require it. And most importantly, an IDP is a valid booklet recognized by the UN and valid in more than 150 countries, so don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Now, we'd like to hear from you. Which countries have you driven in? Did you need an IDP? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to click subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos on driving abroad.